Well, we're here today at the VIP gym. It's a little bit of a collaboration happening here. Firstly, Harry introducing, well, he doesn't really need an introduction, Vuyani the Beast Bungu. Can you give us a little bit of an introduction there?
Yeah. Hi, ladies and gents. I don't know if I really need to introduce this man. I'm sure you all know who this is. This is Vuyani the Beast Bungu. But I'm going to do something. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself. How's that?
Go for it.
You're putting me on the spot, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is Vuyani the Beast Bungu, former IBF and IBO world champion, the man who's defended his IBF 13 times to be the record holder. 20th August 1994, that's when I destroyed Kennedy McKinney. Yeah, so to become a world boxing champion.
Okay, now that the introductions are done, there's a collaboration happening. Let's first speak about how you two basically got together and decided to start a project together.
You know what? I'm always dreaming, and I always thank God that I wake up and I try to bring those dreams to fruition. So I met this man. I obviously knew who he was, but we were in East London, in one of my boys. We were fighting there, and we bumped into each other, and we spoke, we exchanged numbers, and he didn't know about this, but I already knew that there's a plan. And such a humble man, for the man who has achieved so much, such a humble man, and this thing that I want to do, or that we want to do, he's the type of guy you want to work with, So, I phoned him, I told him about it, and he offered to come and visit us. Just as you see now, he's at the VIP Boxing Academy, to come and sit down and talk about this thing, So he's here, arrived yesterday, and we've had our meetings. We've talked about the plans and everything, and we're ready to rumble.
And then a question for you: what's the vision behind this? Meeting Harry and sort of starting a project together. What is the vision?
When I met Harry, I saw that we've got a common vision, to develop the sport of boxing, starting from the grassroots level. This is our vision. Knowing the boxers, knowing the boxers when they are still active in the ring, and knowing the boxers after their careers, what happened to them, and we want to change that. Yeah, we want to change that. Some of the boxers are suffering. Some of them they're committing suicide. Because they never been told what is going to happen after their career.
Sure.
So that is why we came together, put our heads together, and then we are going to push this thing. We're going to change the boxing, the face of boxing.
So that's basically the purpose of this, all being put together, the vision for the future. How are you going to implement that?
Well, firstly, we you're going to start small, to go big. So the plan is to basically open another gym in East London, and do what we're doing here as well. Develop boys from a very young age, okay, and hopefully we would like a situation, and this thing age is gonna we hope it grows to where we want it to get to. Where we want it to be is we would like a situation where we have a school of boxing. You understand? Where we pick kids from poor backgrounds, really. As you know, boxing is a poor man's sport. We want to take those kids that are disadvantaged. We want to take them out of their really tough situations and put them in an academy, in a school. Not only teach them how to box, but also give them the opportunity for education. That's the vision. That's the ultimate goal, to have a school of boxing, to have an academy where you take kids and put them in an academy, feed them, give them a place to sleep, give them education, and teach them how to box, and hopefully produce world champions out of them.
Do you think it would have made a difference to how many world champions we've currently had? If this was perhaps, say, back in your days?
Definitely, definitely, because we had quality, champions, and because of what happened, because of they never told how to keep their monies, they never told how to present themselves and all that. So we're changing that. We're changing that, and we're going to do it, and we are going to make sure that it's happening. It's our time now to change the face of boxing.
How will you share responsibilities? Obviously, being in different provinces, will you have sort of this province to take care of, and you have that province to take care of?
We're starting up with a satellite gym, so we're going to start with a small gym over the side, and see how this goes. It's just such an unfortunate thing because projects like this requires a lot of money. Obviously, when we get to a stage where we are able to open a school or that main academy, now all the focus goes into that. But for now, the plan is to open branches in different provinces and oversee those branches, visit those branches. Beast will come visit here, we will come visit over there. We will have situations where we train boys together. We still have our pro boxers, So if there's one boy that's preparing for a big fight, Beast will be coming over to come and prepare with us. And the same happens that side. If he's got a boy that side, I'll be able to travel over and join them over. But in terms of managing this thing, we're more than capable. We have the resources, we have the office, we have people that know what they're doing. So it's administration.
You spoke earlier about having that more involvement in the sports. How more involved do you think you can get through this program?
I've been because sometimes these promoters today, especially in the Eastern Cape, I don't want to talk bad about them, but sometimes some of them they're arrogant, and then sometimes you have to take a step back.
Yeah,
you understand? So now that we met together and then we sat down, and then there's a problem. There's a program that we are setting, and then obviously it's gonna I'm gonna be active, moving up and down and all that, in the sport of boxing.
Do you think Eastern Cape needs it, perhaps say more, like it's good to start there more than say Gauteng, for example?
We're having a problem as we're speaking. Our young boys are involved in drugs, so many things, teenage pregnancy, abusing of alcohol and all that. And they need us. They need people like us who's got a vision, to take them into a right direction.
And to add to what he's saying, in answering your question, Hayden, Eastern Cape, the talent there is unreal. We were talking about this yesterday, but is the development up to scratch? I don't know, but I don't think so. And you see that and is the development is also the end product. What happens? You develop a boxer, then what happens with the boxers? Who's managing the boxer? Who's channeling the boxer's career? What's the lifestyle that this youngster is leading? What is he an athlete? Is he a role model? Is he looking after his money? Is he somebody that will sustain this thing? So, but you also see how Gauteng is getting an influx of boxers from the Eastern Cape as well. So that tells you that there's something missing there, that they're trying to come and catch it this side, So, but meanwhile, they're leaving the men there who knows more than a whole lot of other trainers in Gauteng where they're coming, who could be helping them, who could be, but there's more to this thing. It's not just to teach a boxer how to throw a jab and 1, 2, 3 and this and that. There's the business side to it. There's we're talking education. We're talking a whole lot of other many facets to this thing. So we're all collaborating on different levels. So it's necessary to really set this thing up over that side, and you know, there's no better way to start it with a man like him.
It's crazy that you have to come all the way to a different province in order to make it.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And so if you start at home, no one would leave.
100%.
Lastly,
Yeah.
when does it start?
We only had our meeting yesterday. Today was more of a, you know, sharing the news. We're anticipating earliest next May, latest June, to start with a gym over in East London, and the other bigger thing, which is a school of boxing. Jeez, man, if the whole country can get behind it, we could start it yesterday. But you know, it's gonna involve a lot of money that, you know, we don't have. But we're gonna talk to some people and we'll pull it off. So the immediate thing is to have that gym, the satellite gym, which, like I said, May, June. By June it will be running. You know, and come, I don't know, at a later stage we'll look into the school itself.
Oh, just to add to that, if someone wanted to join the gym, how do they go about it?
This gym or the one in East London?
The one in East London.
They can phone the Beast himself. They can come through VIP. They can phone me. I don't know, maybe Beast will share his number. My number, I can share my number if you want me to do so. 073 072 8346. That's to me.
Yeah.
And to Mr. Bungu.
Mine is 063 154 8093.
So everyone that wants to get hold of you guys can do so, and start helping you fill out sort of the numbers.
Yeah, you know, H, more than anything, you know, we're not really chasing the numbers because you get too many people you can't serve. You know, we really wanna give people hope. You know, and I've said this in one of my interviews. I think it was with yourself, that I've seen, and I'm happy that things have changed for him now. I've seen Nkululeko Mhlongo take a taxi to and from gym. You know, and I've seen boxers go hungry and obviously not being able to train because they're hungry. Now here, what we're doing, we're providing shelter and we're providing food for the boxers. Boxers live here. They, you know, we do our best. Look, we don't give them the best 3-course meals on a daily, but we try. You know, we're providing something. You know, I've seen situations where, you know, to get to the gym is a mission. I've experienced it myself. I mean, there's been instances where I've ran from where I used to live to a gym and had to run back after training. You know, it's not been easy. You know.
Well, guys, thank you very much, and we're hoping this program goes perfectly.
We thank you.
We thank you.
Thank you so much.